Hello, I hope you enjoyed my reading of the Robert Frost poem. Um, I don't think the music did it much justice, but I chose that music because for me, the road less travelled is a bit of a sob story actually. I feel as though it describes my life. Certainly, I've fallen by the wayside and live by the wayside. Not, I have a fair housing situation, but I live in loneliness, and just apart from the mainstream, all the mainstream activities of the world really that are social, as far as employment goes, as far as money goes, that there are very few areas that I can properly join in. So it is a bit of a sob story, and I kind of wanted the music to reflect that. When I think about it though, seriously, if there really are 1 in 4 people who suffer with mental health difficulties, and 1 in 100 people who are schizophrenic, then there must be absolutely loads of us. And when I think about that, the whole situation just doesn't make sense. It seems as though we're all living undercover, whereas what we should all be doing is grouping together and trying to make the world a more habitable place for people like us, and trying to improve the situation. 1 in 100 people schizophrenic, that's with very, very serious mental health difficulties. Well, there must be 1 on every single estate in the country. There must be at least 1 shopping in Tesco at any one time. There must be 1 every Saturday night, at least 1 in the cinema every Saturday night. There must be 1 at nearly every nightclub in the country. So, I really don't understand what's happening, and why we are all being kind of subverted and trodden on, to the extent that we feel as though we're supposed even to live our lives in isolation. And when I think about it as well, there must be people from very wealthy backgrounds who also have mental health difficulties, who are probably just living in some sort of turret somewhere, with all the relatives keeping it hush hush. I mean, I can understand why people from low income backgrounds and poorer backgrounds might find themselves in situations where it exacerbates the situation and makes them suffer more. But I'm sure that it's a condition, a set of conditions that can happen right across the spectrum, whether you're a millionaire's daughter or son or not. I mean, famously, James Joyce's daughter has schizophrenia, and there is also some very famous artists who have had it. Art historians, I'm thinking particularly, I've written a bit in my blog about it, about this Warburg character who more or less invented the concept of history of art, and who came from a very wealthy background and was apparently just given as many books as he needed and, encouraged within an isolated setting to try and make a great contribution to the world, which he did. But it's still a very lonely way to go about things. And, basically, I'm just thinking if we all sort of grouped together somehow and everybody was more open about having difficulties, then the situation might be greatly improved.